Hello, word listeners. Welcome back to another episode. I'm Alex, your friendly guide to the wonderful world of English vocabulary. Today, we're diving into a word that's literally massive: continent. So, what exactly is a continent? Well, it's a large landmass on Earth. Think of it as one of the big chunks of land we see on a world map. It's a noun, and it's a pretty common word, so understanding it is key for your English journey. We use it to talk about different parts of the world and where countries are located. For example, you might say, "I've always dreamed of visiting a continent like Africa," or "Asia is the largest continent in the world." Now, let's explore some words that are similar, some synonyms for continent. We can think of landmass, mainland, land, terra firma, and region. While not exactly the same, they can sometimes be used in similar contexts. Let's see how they work in sentences. Australia is a vast landmass surrounded by ocean. See how it's used like continent? The mainland of Europe is connected. Here, mainland refers to the main part of Europe, excluding islands. Land covers approximately 29% of the Earth's surface. Although land is a broader term, it still relates to the concept of a large area of Earth. Terra firma felt good after being at sea for so long. Terra firma is a more formal way of saying land. The Mediterranean region spans across 3 continents. Region, while referring to an area, can be connected to a continent. Now, let's switch gears and look at antonyms, words with opposite or contrasting meanings to continent. This is a little trickier because continent describes a large landmass. Some opposite ideas might be island, ocean, sea, water, or sky. Let's see how these work. Hawaii is a beautiful island. An island is land, but it's much smaller and surrounded by water, unlike a continent. The vast ocean separates the continents. An ocean is a body of water, the opposite of land. The sea surrounds many coastal cities and continents. Similar to ocean, sea represents water. Water covers most of the Earth, while only a portion is continent. This highlights the contrast between land and water. Birds fly in the sky above the continent. The sky is the space above the Earth, a completely different concept. Okay, so how can you use continent in everyday conversations? Well, you might talk about traveling to a different continent. "I'm planning a trip to South America, a continent I've never visited before." Or you could discuss the location of a country. "France is located in Europe, a continent known for its history." You could even talk about the climate of a continent. "The climate in Antarctica, a very cold continent, is extreme." Here are a few more example sentences to solidify your understanding. There are 7 continents on Earth. This is a basic fact. She studied the geography of the African continent. This shows an academic usage. Moving to a new continent was a big change for him. This shows a personal experience. The resources available on each continent vary greatly. This talks about the different resources. Understanding the history of each continent is important. This emphasizes the importance of historical knowledge. Now, some useful phrases with continent. Across the continent means traveling or extending from one side to the other. For example, the train travels across the continent. Or from one continent to another, which describes moving or transporting between continents. For instance, she moved from one continent to another for work. In summary, a continent is a large landmass, and we've explored its definition. Synonyms like landmass, mainland, land, terra firma, and region, and antonyms like island, ocean, sea, water, and sky. We also looked at how to use continent in everyday conversations and common phrases. I hope this episode has helped you understand the word continent better. Thanks for tuning in to Hello Word. Remember to subscribe to our podcast and leave a review. Your support helps others discover our show and learn English too. Now, for your homework. I encourage you to create your own sentence using the word continent and share it as a comment under this video. I can't wait to read your sentences. Keep practicing and keep learning. See you in the next episode.